Yes. Pirate Radio, episode 68. You know, the best podcast in Washington Heights. Slowly bleeding into the Bronx too. So I'm gonna start there. You know what I'm saying? In a year, I'm gonna start saying, you know, with less numbers, I'm gonna keep going. So maybe by next year, the best podcast in Dubai. You never know. Anyways, let's go. Salute. On this 9/11, the day that we got swindled in our own country. And is the same thing every year. And of course you should respect it, but boy, has the hypocrisy been worse especially on the Republicans. Mostly by the Republicans. That's why I gotta keep check on both of them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come at me like, oh, you the cone now. Oh, you know MAGA? You MAGA? Y'all fucking Nazis. Remember they were calling us Nazis? That's when I knew like this was like a simulation or something, because everything that happened on the contrary to us happened to people who were liberal, Democrats and all that. And, you know, of course, it's okay. I get on y'all, but it's okay. You know, I mentioned before, I talk shit about y'all, but I love y'all, you know? Because y'all remind me of me. Oh, see, I'm going to sound crazy right now, right? But y'all remind me of me when I was in that thinking, like, oh, how we calling white people racist, but y'all voting for white people who point at the other for being racist while they got a background of being racist. Welcome to the world of liberals, right? We see a celebrity tells us a brief roundabout information. We hear it from a news that's clearly paid off. You know what I'm saying? Everything is sponsored, obviously, if you're living under a rock. But doesn't mean you just take every information from CNN or whatever, CBS, all the motherfuckers in cahoots. The only one that wasn't was the one that was being called racist, Fox. But even they, yo, my God, listen, what I'm going to speak about, of course, we're going to start with 9/11. I'm going to talk about the Queen, of course. The Queen has the London Bridge has fallen, only to be recouped by her son, who was making crazy. Anyways, we're going to talk about the bootlicking of the Queen right after, by the conservatives. Oh, my God, man, the hypocrisy was crazy. They were calling people who were talking shit about the Queen far left, and it's like, oh, here y'all go, becoming the Democrats now. Y'all becoming the Democrats now. And I knew this shit from before, but I was like, hopefully they, you know, it's new to them, conservatives, because what we going through right now, you know, is unprecedented. But they still doubling down on their fucking old school way of thinking conservatism, which has a lot of hypocrisy. We're gonna speak about the Ari Spears shit. And I'm gonna touch on the division, because that's been going on obviously since the beginning of 2015-ish, 2016 for sure. But in a time like this, where you would think, yo, they showing us their cards, right? They lining us up. I thought we were revolutionaries, so I'm gonna touch up on that. But once again, today's 9/11, and you know, one of the things that because I'm not gonna be like, a lot of people got brainwashed into this positive energy shit, and while that is true, you know what I'm saying, but they want to use it as a crutch. Now that's when you're wrong, you know what I'm saying, because you want to live in the fantasy world of positivity when you should kind of be living in a world of logic and honesty. Remember that word, honesty, and straight up, cut to the chase. A lot of people like to get into a situation that they kind of know they're going to come off fucked up in, but they want to use, let's start with positive. No, motherfucker, let's start with what it is. It is what it is. Is it black or is it white? You know what I'm saying? So 9/11, yes, people like to use it also for a lot of different things. And it's becoming a little bit too fairy tale-ish. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Luke We Are Change, man. I'm gonna look up his fucking Instagram, man, because y'all need to follow this dude. I'm gonna call him. I'll be calling him Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, man, because he's shooting from fucking threes and he's nailing them shits. Wait, Luke We Are Change. Yep, Luke, Luke, we, as in us together, we, WERARE, change, CHANG. It shows a dude, I guess, with like a gun. All you see is khaki pants. So if you see that icon and it says Luke Rudkowski, I guess that's his name. But he looked like Putin's son. He says it himself. But yo, he's posted. He's the only one that I've seen after this Queen shit, right? That it's like, nah, nigga, we forgetting the point. It's like something happens to kind of like muzzle us down. Not us. I'm talking about these conservatives and obviously the Democrats. They're gonna fall for everything. But the conservatives, they're like, come on, nigga. And this is the same shit that keeps repeating over and over. They want people to wake up from the Democrat fucking slave plantation. For blacks and whites and Hispanics, of course. For everybody, different Chinese people, they all in the Democrat plantation. You know, they all get together and sing "Imagine All the People." The time for like hope and like, hey, please, that time is done. They keep showing you every little era, every little decade or so, why you should not fucking come through with peace, but a sword. Why do you think I got the chain of the sword? By the way, I got a chain. I posted it on my Instagram with the two swords hanging down. It's usually for the sword of Damocles, like, you know, the sword that's hanging above the head of a king. But not really that. It's also like not a reminder, because obviously I fucking know what time it is. But it's just, you know, Edika, you don't know what the fuck. But it's just for me to keep looking at the swords down as like, yo, this ain't a time of rest. And it sounds crazy because you look around, you're like, okay, society's going on as usual, but it's not, man. You go to that deli, now they're like, woof, yes, now we could just basically nigga the pandemic, nigga, or you know what I'm saying, inflation now, or you know, Joe Biden or Ukraine. And now they put a sign. You can tell it's like, we're not going to go to each little selection in the menu. They just put a white paper with a black marker hanging from like when you look up in the deli to see like the menu. It just says everything went up by $1. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, I'll always be laughing because I'm like, yo, when all this is over, we'll be like, yo, man, you know, the pandemic is done, my nigga, what's good? Y'all gonna bring that down? They're gonna be like, nigga, hell no. You see how that has like a domino effect? Maybe they do. Maybe they will do. Maybe they'll be like, yo, guys, that was tough, man. All right, we're going to bring it down. The coffees from that local bakery I go, they're going to go from $1.50 to $1.25. It used to be $1, but now it's $1.25. Then, hey, pandemic. You know, shit costs money, $1.50. Shout out to Flacco's Pizza, man, from around the way. Like K Slay. His speech, what he said and what he broke down about how his view being in the Heights community for about 26 years, he said he's seen people with money become homeless and he has to help them out. You know how crazy that shit is? He obviously seen generations of different people, you know, family, their kids. He went through the pandemic. He raised the 2 slices in the soda from $6, because it was less, obviously, but everything went up in price, obviously, throughout years. So it was at $6. With all this shit that happened, the pandemic and all that, he did kind of change it to $6.50, I believe. Or no, he didn't change it to $6.50. He changed it to like no soda. And you could tell that must have been like hard for people. And then he was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna just bring it back to $6. You can literally get a decent meal for $6 on, you know, when you need like a quick grab or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like everything else though went up in prices. So let's go back to 9/11. everybody likes to paint this beautiful story, right? But when I see the beautiful story, they all use the same ones. Like, hey, and even people that are on the right, on the left, not on the right, not on the left, and just think like me. But I remember also, man, like one of the main events that happened that they forgot was the racism from all of us, because at that time, nigga, we didn't know what the fuck 9/11 was really about. But from all of us, against anybody who looked Middle Eastern, because our unfortunately our education system is so poor here in the United States. Remember, this is the greatest country ever, just because everybody else is fucking up. Of course, it's easy to go with that claim, nigga. These conservatives, man. But yeah, man, like in the Bronx alone, there were people with turbans that we knew. They were sheiks, you know what I'm saying? But they look obviously Arabic, but they Indian. And when 9/11 happened, we heard in the block that they were getting fucking like, somebody must have acted stupid and threw something at them. And these was like, I'm not gonna say well respected because they were like sheiks. No, nigga, they respected us too. I remember I used to see them as a little kid, and they always would say hi to me. This was before 9/11. When I used to live in the Bronx, Grand Concourse. After 9/11, they were, they moved out right after that shit. Because people with the fucking ignorance thought that he was Bin Laden. They were calling him Bin Laden and shit. You can't tell a hood nigga, no. India, that's Afghan. Nigga, Afghan or what? Syria, what? Nigga, for all we know, we thought Afghanistan is one big country and India's in it, like a state, and like the New Jersey of that was like Syria. Like, we didn't know shit. And grown people that knew better saw a turban, and they would do like what they'll do to like a black and Hispanic. They'll tuck their purse in, but the other version of that, which is like looking at them like, oh shit, they there. Or like they'll see them talk to their husband, or the husband say something to their wife like, oh my God, that's them. That was a twofold what happened. And for what reason? To basically have us, because they know that we don't know no better. Here's the thing. This is why, like, everything that's going on now, don't be surprised. No, not don't be surprised. It's obviously a plan. They got us drinking fucking tap water, and then, coming out with polio and shit like that. And you have the mayor talking about it's hot outside, climate change, and drink water to poison you, or at least try. Or somebody didn't run that memo by him, which means he don't know what the fuck he's doing then. Or he's compromised, which he said, nigga, I know you know the water's damaged, nigga, but if you don't get on this shit and say this shit, your whole family's earthed, nigga. What you think he gonna say? No, I'm gonna tell the people the truth. No, they're gonna fucking turn. And why should they care about us when we don't even care about each other? We're killing each other. We're fucking throwing indirects to each other on stories, but then you see the person in real life and it's all handy dandy. I'm not talking about personally me, please, but you gonna tell me that never happened? Yo, fuck it. Almost. I want to should I go percentages? Because it's not everybody. Majority of the women I follow, you look at their stories and it's like non-stop, like, subs. And I'm like, thank you for showing me why obviously you're single, but obviously like why niggas don't get with you. They seeing this too. And some just be like, all right, I'll see this, but let me just get that ass and then be out. And what happens? Y'all end up posting them fucking 20 straight pics, 20 straight stories of that new guy. And then 2 weeks later, you're not posting no more stories. What happened to the love? It went down or it went up? Look at me jumping to different topics already. No wonder most of these harlots, I said, don't get your titty attacked. Most of these harlots are fucking single. Because most of them are just a child with breast. And remember when people like, oh, there's a lot of girls out there. Yeah, there's a lot of girls out there, but when you have a lot of girls with one feminist mentality, nigga, game over. That shit is like the real fucking cancer. But anyways, yeah, man, they don't talk about that shit. They talk about how Americans got together strong. No, we wasn't. They were. How about to the Indian Americans? You could tell Chinese people like, whew, thank God it wasn't us. But when I saw that also, I was like, damn, look how quickly they can make similar people, like, you know, it's weird. Because all I thought about was this. You know, I was logical thinking even at that time a little bit. And I was like, yeah, but if he was Dominican, we would have been looking crazy by now, like that, our country. And then you look about how hard it is to really pull that off if it really went down like it went down. Because remember, you those fucking Ace combat jets, the Top Gun motherfuckers, they in the air real fast. And they were told, allegedly, they were told to stand down. Like if this was like an experiment, like it's Metal Gear Solid, my nigga. That's why Metal Gear Solid, it has to be my favorite game ever. So I'm sorry, because it's Assassin's Creed 2, you know what I mean? But, and hey, Rocket League, I'm mad nice in that game. But it has to be Metal Gear Solid. I was playing that video game nonchalantly, you know, thinking it's just action, but with a lot of fucking talking. And this was me in 1998 playing this shit, part 1. I remember I was like, oh, this is the part where I stopped playing and they start talking, they start showing footages of war and government. Part 2 came out, same thing. I didn't know. As I got older, I was reflecting back on those games. And I'm like, oh shit, they were speaking about like how government could do this and that, and there's triple agents also. You know, and if you really need to go against that country, you will go to the extreme. What's an extreme? Maybe a 9/11. What is called a false flag. Now you see, this is why y'all should fucking start chipping in and dropping some shit on my Cash App, $Diesla12, I believe. Because if I would have said that shit right now with like 30,000 followers and shit, I would have got demonetized. I would have got a flag. But since I'm nobody right now, false flag. See, false flag, faggots, you know, shit like that you can say right now. So a false flag doesn't mean something was fake. This is why the news media will be like, oh my God, he said false flag. What do you think, this was fake? You think nobody died? And that triggers you because you'd be like, what the fuck you mean nobody died? And you start crying like a little bitch. I saw people drop from the seat, from the top of the World Trade Center. What you mean? You know what I mean? Or like Sandy Hook, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because y'all motherfuckers, y'all not putting money in my pockets. So allegedly, that shit was a false flag too. And then what you gonna do when they say, what you mean that was fake? My kids died. You know, that's the trick within the trick within the trick, that they do it on purpose because they know you can't get out of that one. But nigga, we got the internet. They should have never gave us the internet. They should have never gave us the internet. That's why now they clamping down on the internet, because they want one singularity of culture, which is don't fucking dare. Like now, when people have a lot of followers, my bad, I'm not even talking about 9/11, the Queen, and it's been 18 minutes. But when people with a lot of following, they have a guest on or they do something, and now there's a new word you can't say. You gotta see how they react. Oh, you can't say that word. And it's a simple ass word. It could be like the color blue. But because the color blue now represents somebody is a victim, now you can't use it. It's shit like that. They'll demonetize your channel, so now you over here talking, and now you feel like, fuck, we're talking for no reason because I'm not even gonna get paid for this. You see how that works? That's what YouTube is doing. And other fucking channels, obviously. Look what they did with that, I forgot that dude. That dude that was like a Kevin Samuels, but another version or whatever. I forgot his name. And they even said whoever even posts a clip of him, their channel get like hit up and shit. Like, that's some fucking Nazi shit. And y'all over here still nonchalantly like fucking sheep partying around and just going by your daily lives. Because until it happens to you, that's when you'll be like, but why is like this? Too late, motherfucker. Too late. So it takes a nigga like me to come in and give you the sour taste of truth. Anyways, let's go back to 9/11. I forgot what I was going to the point I was going to get to. But Luke, We Are Changed, right? He posted a photo of Never Forget, and it shows the photos of the Twin Towers. And then right in that same picture, you see a building next to it, which is World Trade Center number 7. And it says in red, and it says forget. Because that day, there was 2 buildings that fell, but there was a 3rd building that fell. That's the one that I was like, the seeds of conspiracy theorists, it was laid. Nothing came out yet. They had to water it first, couple years, and then it started to blossom, like how it is now. And brought me back to the Bible. How about that one? When I saw that fucking, and I'm like, yo, but no plane hit that building. What's going on? No, because it was the temperature. Yo, I'm not gonna go ahead and say I heard it in the news, but the way they were trying to say how that building fell was like, oh, well, and it was like another demolition. It went down. So which one we're gonna never forget the 2? How about the other one, the World Trade Center number 7, the other building? We should forget that one. And that's what I'm saying, because all these conservatives with a huge backing, meaning like a lot of followers, they don't want to hear it from their comments. Because the comment people are like, I'm gonna unfollow. They don't like that shit. They like to be a little famous. We all like that, right? But that's why I'm starting the way I am now. You can't tell me nothing. Look how I started. If I change, obviously I got compromised. Thanks to y'all dumbasses, because I got no support. Let me take another sip of this shit. So these fucking conservatives, just like how I'm gonna go to the Queen real quick, right? These conservative, they have a huge fan base, and it's the whole conservative way of thinking that they want to maintain in. So they color outside the line for certain shit. If it's Epstein or whoever's connected to them, Hillary Clinton, they'll go hard on it. They'll post any fucking meme. But when it comes to the truth about 9/11, a lot of people won't touch it. Especially what happened with the fucking Queen. But anyways, 9/11 happened. I think I spoke about how 9/11 and what I remember out of it. I was in school. They brought in the fucking video. I was like, oh, them 2 buildings is on fire? What the fuck? Or 1 building's on fire? Whatever. School went. He turned off the video. And then they announced it over the fucking thing or whatever. People in the class, as soon as the class finished, we went to the, in the in-between of going to another class, everybody's speaking about it. That was the internet right there. Everybody's talking about it. And I remember where one Puerto Rican dude, he was one of those loud niggas. He was like, yo, we gonna go to war, nigga. And I don't know him, so I'm like, oh shit. Then I hear my name being called in class, like to go downstairs, and I see my mom. I'm like, yo, we gotta go to New York, because she got friends that in New York and shit, and knew somebody in the building. But allegedly that person was like be skipping jobs and shit, so she skipped that day, and allegedly that's from whatever. So I remember she was like, yeah, we gotta go. The 2 buildings fell. I'm like, what you mean the 2 buildings fell? So what? So in my mind, I'm thinking the buildings fell like laying over. So I'm like, yo, hold up, that shit landed like in New Jersey or some shit. And she was like, nah, it went down. It just went straight down. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then I saw the video. I was like, what the fuck? I thought them shits would topple over. You know what I'm saying? Like you push a box. I mean, but hey, yo, I remember that was the fastest time I ever got into New York from Connecticut. My mom drove, and it took about 45 minutes. No more than 45 minutes. Because I remember it was less, but I don't know the exact minute. It was like some 38 minutes type of shit. And there was no traffic, only traffic, not traffic, but it was just cars coming from the other side back. The only people passing by us was ambulance and firefighters. when we got to the Bronx, you know, my mom went to the friend's house or whatever. I was in the Bronx in my block with my friends, and I remember seeing from the Bronx the smoke all the way to the Twin Towers, and it looked so fake that if you would have never known, you would have thought, oh, those are like big buildings in the back. That's how crazy it looked. But it was all smoke. Then I remember coming back from New York, and then I'm still watching, like, it was all over the news, obviously. And my mom was like, yo, turn the TV off. That's too much already. She ain't say it like turn it off on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Because I guess she saw me seeing that shit. And I'm like, nah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that shit was all over TV, nigga. And then you hear about the fucking insurances being taken off a couple days before. You know what I'm saying? And even Trump himself says, like, yo, we still don't know the answer to that shit. And then when you see the people involved in that, and then to use that as an excuse, false flag, the origin of that, I was going to explain, was pirate radio. Pirates used to put the flag of the enemy. And was it like that? It was, they will put the flag of the enemy, get to another boat with that will have the same flag, then they'll switch their flag and attack the boat, meaning false flag. Something like that. That was off the top, but I think it was something like that. So the event is real. The people, the casualties, there's casualties in the middle. You know, like how they say, to make an egg, you gotta crack a few omelets. I mean, this is why I can't be on radio live. To make an omelet, you gotta crack a few eggs. That's the same mentality they use. We were the couple of eggs, the people, the casualties. But the event had to go as planned. So, especially that one that hit the Pentagon. Come on, nigga. Remember, these motherfuckers are 50 years ahead in technology, probably more by now. Because once they unlock AI, that shit just replicates on themselves, and they probably got even further in technology, but, you know, they close it to us. And they leak it little by little. It's just other things that when you go and look into it, there's so many things that you be like, what the fuck? But it happened. It happened and people made money. You know what I'm saying? That's the real America. That's the real 9/11 that we remember. It's like they set up events so we could idolize it for fucking forever. 9/11 is going to be that right there forever. And you're going to tell me that Bush, his father being in the CIA, he couldn't get an exact person that what it was? Because all that Bin Laden shit, Bin Laden was in the CIA, but whatever. All that Bin Laden shit, you still gonna tell me that they could have pool like that and set up a job like that without America being aware of that shit? Nah, nigga. This is when it becomes wrestling. Like, we chill in the back, we drink a couple beers, but when we pass through that curtain, we're enemies to the crowd. Just like that. They'll set you up for a whole case and everything. Because the what I wanted to know was, why can't y'all capture that person, whoever was behind it, whether his name was Salabim or whatever? Why we can't put that person on camera and tell them what the fuck happened? Why this had to happen? Why you do this? You know why they can't do that? Because they're gonna be like, nigga, because you remember when y'all blew my whole family and we were just innocent people? Oh, we right there. They'll be like, oh, hold up. Like when WikiLeaks dropped those videos of people getting bombed like it was nothing, and there was mad innocent people, allegedly. America got so pissed. Like, whoever released it, we're gonna arrest them and we're gonna give them 5 million years. Yeah, of course, because they mean you look crazy. And that's why it goes back to these conservatives, because when conservatives feel a little trapped because they're about to get hit with some fucking truth from their ancestors all the way down to now, because they want to use the past for certain things, but We in the future. In the future, you still have corrupted politicians. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, my nigga, this is supposed to be ending, right? This is the best country in the world, right? If this was the best country in the world, we should be fucking tired of seeing this scenario. Ladies and gentlemen, this person right here, this is the proof. We're gonna try them on court because this is what we found on them. And these people are becoming corrupt politicians. It should be laid out just like that, but that don't happen. And when you see it almost happening now with Trump coming in and calling all the motherfuckers out, that's when they go, oh, nigga, this is nothing. We're going to convince people that you racist. And boy, did that shit work. Which goes into the division. That shit made everybody fucking collapse their relationship with friends, family, local stores. Because, you know, at the same time, people wanted to be like, yo, look how the hypocrisy is. Like, y'all really defending the Democrats? Look around you. Just look around you. We always speak about the tragedies in Democrat-run states, but when you back out of it, it's a Democrat-run state. And then y'all say, ay, yo me voy a mudar para Florida porque es más barato. Yeah, but what's Florida? Democrats? No, nigga. But that's why education is very important, man. Because how the fuck, it's not even education, it's just logic. So that must mean that these niggas with no logic in their head. They haven't unlocked that shit like a video game. Cause that's what I want to do. I want to know where is this coming from, and how could we change it? Y'all act like it's the drug dealers hiring these fucking politicians. It's us. It's y'all. So what's going on? We gonna keep voting for them when we see them? We like, hey, can we get a fucking picture so we can say, yo, look, let me post it up. Look who I'm at, chopping it up with. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And they growing and growing and growing. The guy who used to come over here and bring Hillary to dance merengue and shit so we can just vote, he had us on lock. Cause he know we ain't no shit. Vamos a arreglar esto. Vamos a arreglar esto. Y vamos a arreglar esto. And they out of here, nigga. And now that nigga's going for Congress and all that shit. So you see how they work their way up? Yo, round of applause, man. Our own people, our own Dominicans. Now, he might be smart enough to be like, I don't agree with this shit, but I'm rolling with it, nigga. I'm making money. And these niggas are so fucking dumb, I can't rely on them with the votes. Or they'll watch me say something, then they'll go to the fucking overlords, Jorge Ramos, when he needs to get on TV and convince y'all to, yo, in Spanish, convince y'all like, yo, nah, go this way. And then what, he won't get the votes? And then he's back in the streets? And then we could be like, ay, mira, ahí vi que estaba político pidiendo. And that's a joke. So that's a slap on the face on us, and there's a double-edged sword on us. So while we doing that, we hurting each other also. Because it all goes back to the theory of borrowing sugar. Obviously not the sugar, but when it comes to just the help, we don't give it because we hate ourselves. Even family are not even helping each other. So how are we gonna create a community where we know we're gonna be backed? Because we also gonna have those people that are gonna abuse the help. You know what I mean? But anyways, so the queen died, and all these white people are fucking acting like it's fucking North Korea and shit. Without the heavy crying, some crying, but without the heavy crying, but it's just the sucking dick, nigga. Goddamn, how big was the queen's dick? Everybody over this, the conservatives, of course, all these channels, of course, they all fucking hopping on that dick, and I'm like, yo, goddamn, I thought y'all was the brave ones, the truth. Y'all quickly forgot her son, the connection with Epstein. So you're gonna tell me that the mom didn't know? The people around her didn't know? If they knew, then that means that they were okay with the abuse of children, right? Ain't that the big deal? The abuse of children? That's the last stop, right? That's the last stand, right? That's the one that we all gotta agree with, right? Nigga, the fucking queen dying. Y'all over here fucking crying, wailing. Not really crying, but talking about she's this, she's that. And then the people who say otherwise, they the far left. Nigga, you must be out your goddamn mind. And this is exactly why some people say we need a new party. Because I'm like, nah, fuck it. Let's just stay in the Republican Party. If it's true it was started about blacks, this is our shit. Fuck it, whatever. White people conservative there, conservative. And it's time to take it back. But goddamn, y'all making it look really... And of course, we're going to have black people also and Hispanics that be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But come on, dogs. Like, I thought we were revolutionaries. I thought we were going to call everything a spade. But nope. Hell nah. Calling us fucking leftists, nigga. Let's put it like this. This is how slick conservatives be. Because they like to come and talk about colonialism and how the people in South Africa, we took y'all land and shit. We were trying to take y'all precious metals, but you know, it made us fight y'all and y'all fight us back and y'all was fighting between each other. So we came and y'all needed like people to rule y'all. That's how that, even Tucker Carlson, yesterday, I saw it, but it was like a couple days ago, but I saw the clip yesterday. That nigga was over there fucking sucking dick on the queen. I'm like, yo, goddamn. He was going he was going kind of explaining como que, yo, the people over there were acting like savages, or the Aztecs here were acting like savages. What the fuck y'all was doing in the Black Plague days? Y'all were all dying because y'all were fucking dirty ass motherfuckers. Doesn't mean that we're gonna come over there and clean y'all up. No. Because that's the same excuse y'all would have had if it was the reverse. So y'all was killing each other in Europe, and y'all see us kill each other when it comes to native or whatever here, and y'all come with that like, but see, y'all want to play the role of God, and y'all still do with CERN. You don't know what the fuck that shit is. They can tell us anything on TV. They want to see the beginning of how it happened. They know probably the beginning of how it happened. They's probably like, yo, listen, theory here, right? Theory. I'll be saying I wouldn't be surprised if they try to use CERN, these people who wanna play God, and usher in rapture. These people are way ahead of us in technology. They just won't show us. We just get surprised with iPhones. Like, oh my God, iPhone, or a phone and shit. But they got other shit. So what if they're using CERN to hurry up the end of days? See, that sounds crazy, but listen, the last 5 years was crazy. It's like different dimensions clashed in one, and we all here at the same time now. There's people who are so delusional that it's like they're living in a world of commerce, of like materialism, and those days is done. The celebrities, once you find out that celebrities get really shit for free, now that they could afford it, so they could just put it on, impress us, so we could really go buy it while we the poor ones. And we know this. Like, if we just have a conversation, y'all will agree with me. But if we on the internet, I don't know why, but now it becomes like, yeah, right, motherfucker, LOL. Like, come on, man, come on. I'm the only crazy nigga here. Hi. This is why, like, I guess people like who are celebrities, when they come to realize this shit and then they see the people around them, they probably shave their hair, become depressed and all that shit, or earth themselves. We seen it, we just don't know how to explain it, right? And then when we see all these celebrities and music artists, they be like that, like, they're gonna start making gospel music and shit, the reggaeton niggas, they want to be in church and shit. And even I did. And for some you can still keep that like, But we'll be like, why the hell, this always happens? Like, you trying to get more sales and shit. But these people probably seen shit that they would never tell us, because they know that once they tell us that one piece of information, their days are numbered. Remember that Isaac Cappy dude that was talking hella reckless shit on Tom Hanks? That nigga got found in the highway, nigga, and that nigga called his own death the day before. Now, did that nigga just said it and just wanted to kill himself anyways? You never know. And then be like internet famous? You never know. I keep it all open, yo. That's how y'all should just play it as. Keep all options available out open. Don't just throw the shit out. This don't make sense. This don't make sense. Because later on, when they decide to release some shit releases and leaks out, you can take all that information you took already. Be like, yo, I remember they spoke about this. Let me find it real quick. Boom, you find it, you read it again, you're like, oh shit. Because listen, if the queen was a black lady, right, in Africa, and she would have been having incest, she would have been the mother of a pedophile that says that's not me in the photo, and nigga, the photo isn't. There's not even no, like, the lighting is perfect and everything. And this nigga had the audacity to say that wasn't me. Pero when you a queen, you could, when you the son of the queen, you could say that shit, nigga. But if you was fucking Julio from around the block, or fucking you know what I'm saying, somebody else from the hood, and you'd be like, oh, that picture right there of me holding that fucking wrench trying to crack open that safe. Come on, my nigga, do better than that shit. That wasn't even me. You'll probably get life because you had the audacity to still deny that shit. But that's how it works. So when you see that, and if that would have happened to, like, let's say it flipped and the queen happens just to be a African lady, I ain't gonna front. I would have been like, you know, white people could talk shit about her because it is true. It's incest. She obviously must be protecting her son, who's a pedophile, because through her connections. Bodies that were found, all this shit that obviously they're gonna say is fake, but it's like, come on now. Nigga, the fucking conservatives would have been haywire. They would have called us leftist mob trying to defend her. But nigga, it happened the opposite. It blew up in their faces. I know a lot of conservatives like, yo, what the fuck? In the comments, like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Some people put rest in peace because they didn't know how to react, because they so scared of their fucking followers. They have a big following, they get so scared. And then when they see people going ham, then they want to post a little bit of memes after, like, oh, you know, kind of like acting like you don't give a fuck and shit. Come on, yo, we talking about the Queen of England. Why they be still referring to people as queen or king? The king of what, motherfucker? You die just like me. I put a bullet through your head, you're gonna die just like me. And then they wanted to use that monarchy shit over here, and what happened? They were like, yo, over there, the niggas over there in America, yeah, raise the taxes. And we said no, right? We grew the mullet out, and we said no. But then when somebody gets married and dies, we gotta put that shit on every fucking channel over here. Thank God there's no the death of TV is done, and we just got internet. Well, it's kind of like a TV, it's just more mobile. But and like a connection is the internet. But anyways, you know what I'm saying though. If we were stuck to TVs at home, we would have had to see all this fucking indoctrination. This wasn't a fucking indoctrination light. Cause then why y'all don't speak about her son in the speech that he made about climate change? It's all these fucking devils. It's all these devils using the same fucking playbook of climate change, and when you look at it, these are the same motherfuckers that they won't even be like, yo, you know what? Climate change, you know, let's take it. These motherfuckers is taking jets, private jets, to places while they have the balls to tell us about climate change. And why you gotta tell us about climate? Listen, I spoke about this on another podcast, on another episode. I mean, why is y'all so strong on telling us and reminding us and hey, climate change? Nigga, that's something y'all should fix. But you know why? They telling us so we can basically agree, like, oh, we gotta lesser the shit that we have to do, and possibly pay an extra tax on it, because now we realize, like, oh, you know, it's us. We're the one producing climate change. When these motherfuckers don't even come up with a way to just, out of the money that we already giving them in tax, globally, because why not? It's globally. Ask other fucking countries for money, like the same way they ask for money for us when they need a fucking war, aka Ukraine, while our fucking waters here in Jackson, Mississippi, or whatever the hell that at, it's straight up pouring fucking Dr. Pepper. You brushing your teeth with Dr. Pepper. That's the only thing that comes out. You put cold water on and Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola looking shit comes out. Meanwhile, we over here basically fighting Russia by just supplying Ukraine. That's why Russia should be like, oh, y'all helping Ukraine. Okay, cool. WorldWar3.com, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Like me, whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? The sad shit, not the sad shit, but it's unfortunate that these people are playing games while we have kids and shit. You feel me? Like that's our future. I don't have kids. Which makes it better for me because I'm really at ease with whatever happens. And when I say I'm at ease, it's because I put my faith in the Bible. I put my shit on God. Let it roll. Because if not, all this shit right here being put out is to make a person kind of go crazy. Because you're getting so much information from so many different sides. And it's on purpose. They want to have us in a state of fear, confusion. It's to the point that you can't even trust so-called scientists and doctors. The doctors, they're gonna go by whatever, they're gonna go by whoever sponsors them. And that guy that says this is fucking wrong, they're not gonna get listened to. They're gonna fucking oust them, make them look like they are hard to work with, disrespectful. They're gonna convince everybody else because everybody else is getting paid too. Like, when the term house niggas, that applies in every motherfucking category of the United States and around the world. And that's why it goes back to what I said before, that's why I hate money, because it's only money that makes us do that. That's why you gotta respect Mexican. Like, if we see those videos of the Mexicans, they be like, oh, you're gonna fire one person, now we all out of here. We don't have that. And that's culture. And like, even when it comes to the women, you don't see these Mexican chicks with Dominican niggas. You do see them, let's keep it real. But on the regular, no, they with their own Mexicans. They're young, puppy love. They work on it with each other. They work it out, and they have families. Motherfuckers, the fucking women over here, it's so sad that you even hear like younger teens having that same mentality of that whole fucking motherfucker. If you ain't got no motherfucking Mercedes-Benz type of shit, they fucking getting their nipples pierced. Like, bitch, who the fuck? You can't control yourself on Instagram. That's like, listen, Kanye West was right. Instagram got y'all hoes. They got y'all bitches, got y'all wives. So, and the men are becoming so much simps day by day. Oh, the woman is queen, the woman is God. Like, come on, my nigga. They gods and queens until they need a fucking tire change. And then I can hear that one person all the way in the back. I know how to do a tire change. Shut up. Y'all become superheroes until you punch up a guy and the guy punches you back. Now you want to call the cops. That's not how Superman handles it. That's not how a king handles it. You think a king gonna call another king to fix his problem? Vice versa with the queen? No, the queen gonna call the king. So y'all king is the government, the police. Child support. I'm gonna come the 15th, make sure there's no man in there. A man ain't shit. He don't got his own. You know? The government don't help the king. You know? It's that shit, man. That's why that whole age of confusion is upon us. And, I mean, listen, I haven't read the whole Bible. That's on me. But people who have read the Bible, they said, man, all that shit is ran in there. And when they preference what's really going to happen around that time, that's supposed to be the end of days. When society's circling down the drain, doesn't it feel like that? And I understand how the Bible just be like, oh, every tragic shit, oh, there's the end of days. I understand, but have we ever seen some shit like this? After 9/11, be like, all right, hold up, that shit ain't gonna happen again. This is on some non-stop shit. Every week, some new shit is going on. You saw with that shit in Illinois, where they're gonna basically kind of like decriminalize crazy ass criminalizations. I don't know if I said the word right. So a lot of shit, it's gonna be like a purge. And I was reading those headlines like, wow, this is fucking fake memes. And you see the people speaking about it. Allegedly from a fucking conservative page. That's like it was passed by Democrats, but at this point that doesn't even surprise me anymore. Democrats just wanna, when the Democrats saw that like a lot of people want to vote like Republican, they're like, man, fuck these people too. Now we're gonna get what we really want. So they want more savagery to go on. Just like how the mayor here, the Democrat, was telling us to drink water. You know how many people probably was like, man, he's black, man, he's good, he's one of us. Let me drink. Man, fuck this Aquafina right here, or fuck this what is the alkaline water that I pay $5 on. Let me go, man. Let me run this fucking sewage water and start drinking that shit. Don't that shit sound like a lineup? It's bad enough y'all fucking bootlicking on the liberal side, and these damn conservatives are bootlicking on the Queen. That's why I gotta keep check on both sides to give y'all the news here on Pirate Radio. But anyways, let's go to the Aries Spears shit. That was some nasty ass shit. I think I spoke about it last week already, but to see Charlemagne the God, to see other celebrities like say this is poor taste, but this was in a time where like, I don't want to hear it, man. This wasn't even that shit looked like a straight up pedophile commercial. Like to show you the kids and you can pick like which one you want type of shit. Like a menu, but you use it as like we're recording. Fucking Tiffany Haddish said to raise awareness. Allegedly, she's using the 3 different excuses. It was the shakedown, extortion. It was a awareness video. Like, what the fuck? That's when you know they're done. There's even stories, and this is what I heard about before. Tom Hanks used to go to, he might flee to Greece and shit because over there is looked at as like a disability, pedophilia, so you can kind of give them more protection. I heard about that through QAnon, my nigga, 4 years ago, and then I saw another person talk about how Tiffany Haddish might be in Greece or might fled to Greece to avoid jail time. Remember, Q, to me, I told y'all before, it was shit that was dropping nuggets of information, probably some shit that wasn't true, but who knows? Because there's definitely shit that was there that'd be like, oh, hold up, this shit making sense. And he will always put, you have more than you know. And flash forward now, there's certain things that Hunter Biden laptop, that shit unveiled. Recognized by the people who were supposed to tell you the contrary. It was recognized by them. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that QAnon shit was probably like a positive side op, which was, we're gonna unload these information, yeah, you can get prepared, pero we're gonna kill this off by embarrassing ourselves. We're gonna say that some fat kid in the basement wrote it, and there you go. So we killed it off right there. Bang, I got killed off. But now the celebrity, they was like, oh shit, somebody knows, because they talked about it, and now they made it look like it's some dweeb that's writing it, but somebody must know about it because a lot of that shit was true. That's how it works. Like, if you a smart person, that's how you would do it. Now, that could have easily been all false, and this is just a coincidence that everything they're kind of saying is coming out now, 4 or 5 years later. But isn't it weird that a president came and no disimuló ni por nada? He just came in and just nonstop backwards. At least take that first year off and, give us hope, like Obama. Obama just gave us hope for 4 years. I'm like, yo, come on now, I gave you the Obama phone. Or he goes with come on, look at me, man, I captured Bin Laden. Nigga, you think he's on a computer looking for Bin Laden? He just has a bunch of group of people with military, with generals, and they're the ones with the strategies. Then they be like, yo, we can catch Bin Laden right now. You want to say yes or no? That's it. If it was really like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they could just say we killed him and he's not even dead. And he can do some face-off shit. Because remember, they put everything in the movies. We just look at the movies and we think fiction. Fiction. You know what I'm saying? We could just think about it like that. Oh, it's fiction. We saw it in the movie. That's why. So when I be like, yo, this happened to this person, this happened. You mean like in the movies? You'd be like, yeah. You'd be like, man, that's it. But if I would have told you right now, if I would have told you 10 years ago, kids will be in kindergarten getting books read to them by transvestites and predators, you would have been like, oh, my nigga, you see why I call you crazy? You see why you crazy? Flash forward now, and nigga, you hear the parents, not even a peep. They don't even post it. Conservative ones do, yeah, but the ones who are doubling down on the liberal side, they won't dare post that shit because they know they fucked up. They know they look stupid if they do that. And that's why I made a post. I was like, yo, I posted that clip, and I was like, this is, if I was the president, I'll become dictator, because we as humanity, we clearly dropping the ball. They want to preface it with be yourself, be and all that, but that's really behind that preface is, let's control this population. Too many people fucking. Bad enough, too many people fucking and aborting the babies, killing them shits, decapitating them with utensils. They don't like to tell you that. Ooh, they don't like to tell you that. They act like you drink a pill and then everything explodes down there. No. I was down with that shit back in my days when I was young. Then I saw a video of it, and all you see is a bunch of red shit. And I was like, whoa, this is what it is? Like, hell no. Hell no. For my sanity, I could say, oh, fuck it, yeah, abortion, sorry. And listen, at the end of the day, if they rape my daughter, God forbid, and yes, I'll be down for that. Early stage, but I'll be down for that. But these fucking harlots want to use that rape excuse and then not get raped and have a baby by a nigga who they just end up not fucking with no more, and now they want to get an abortion. That's not how it works, baby girl. Sorry, queen. But stop killing your princes. Stop killing the future kings, right? If you want to go with that method. This is why when they get flustered, they just gotta come in and use personal shit. But if you had logic and sense, you'd be like, nah, you know what? You are making sense, yo, because it's just a bad feeling now. Everything's being like pushed with exaggerations, and it's true. But no, we just double down. My team versus your team. So now we got Ari Spears here doing basically fucking pedal commercials, and you have people thinking it's just like skits and shit. Duh, nigga. If you're smart, you're gonna hide it behind that, dickhead. Where's the outrage? You ain't gonna see that shit. You have celebrities saying, Charlemagne basically, like he said, oh man, that was a couple years ago, but a lot of people gonna be in trouble for past things that were not considered. No, nigga. Because guess what? If that was your daughter, now you be fucking in outrage. You want to punch the next person you see, right? All right, that's the thing. We like to quickly speak about it, but not put ourselves in that position. That's why even with that Michael Jackson shit, yes, they did the FBI was on his ass for years and still didn't find nothing. But you never know. You never know. You never know if he did that shit or not. And if he did do that shit, hold on. If he did do that shit, all these people that talking that shit about R. Kelly, all right, let's see it now. Let's see it when it's Michael Jackson. Let's see when they come with a clear proof. Which even now, if they show a video of Michael Jackson, man, it's gonna be hard because now you can just make a video of anything. You saw Joe Biden, he was on fucking coke as a 7-year-old. He didn't even blink for like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to the point that you can't even see what you see on TV. You can't believe it. The Queen died, right? But did she die when Jason Lee said it like 4 months ago? You're not gonna go jump off the window and just come out with some shit like that. That could ruin your company. That nigga must, and it came out of his mouth, so he must have saw some evidence or somebody that was really connected. But hey, maybe it didn't happen. But if you tell me, yo, hold up, that Jubilee shit, she needed to make sure she cleared that before she died. She probably died prematurely of that Jubilee 70-year reign, and then she could die right after that. You know, have the family come out, CGI that shit. It sounds so crazy, but you can do it right now with an iPhone, my nigga, with a fucking MacBook. And this was done in movies in the 70s or 80s or whatever. So now we can kind of do it on ourselves with a MacBook. Imagine what they could do now with their type of shit that it costs probably 70 millions to create this special fucking equipment that would do special effects. You just never know, nigga. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that because listen, at the end of the day, if you can just think everything is fake, you can go fucking berserk. Not like that, but intake the news, but you know, just remember that it can go either both ways. It's 50-50. Take everything with a grain of salt. That's what it is. But we over here jumping out the window for everything that goes on. One of the main issues that I have with my own community, blacks and Hispanics, that we love to be, you know, there's things that we can be the victim of. Obviously, like now these conservatives are fucking getting a titty tax because Bank of America wants to like do like no down payments or whatever. Now they be like, oh, is that racism? Meanwhile, they don't go and do their research about the racism that was really going on. And if it's true, which it is, they're going to say, yeah, but that was a long time ago. That's how they do it. So if I say, yo, fuck 9/11, nigga, that was a long time ago. Oh, not right there. You crazy? That mullet grows out and they're like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But we do suffer from that super victim mentality. That victim mentality. Like, we just be like, listen, I thought that Junior shit that happened by the Trinitarios or whatever the hell happened, I thought that was gonna stop crime in the Bronx, my nigga. Pew, 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 pew. I thought that was it. Blacks and Hispanics got together like, yo, come on, man. People crying on that shit. People going, you know, with their Instagram cameras, like Channel 12s to be on TVs. I mean, well, kind of to be on social media. Like, yo, look, I went over here and I put a candle. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, please. Niggas is still killing. It just so happens that niggas use swords on them. And I have to say like that because when we saw it that vividly, it shook all of us. But now, let me go back. How you think these motherfuckers did wars back in the day when they had swords? You think they were just tapping each other with that shit, like playing fencing? No, they were fucking doing the same shit, if not worse. We live in a cruel world. But we created guns and now there's a bullet. So it's like you just shoot, and you see less of a gruesome scene. It's still gruesome, but imagine with swords. It's still violence. And you will think we will see that and be like, whoa. Because now everybody had it on their cameras, on their phones, I mean. And no, we just quickly forget and then we continue the bullshit. We all want to blame the white person, but we don't want to strategize behind it. No wonder white people be laughing at us. They're like, okay. So, and all that does is divide us further down. That's why I had to fucking create this fucking show. Like, I could easily go on the fucking soapbox in the corner, and everybody gonna just look at me like I'm a crazy person, or challenge me when I'm over here for our greater goods. You're gonna challenge me on your fucking Democrats, on your slave plantation? I'm just over here saying, yo, Trump is right about this. I did research, like, yo, hold up, we looking crazy right now. Don't you see the media trying to portray this nigga as a racist? Meanwhile, while all these presidents were racist. And the worst was, I'm sorry, I gotta say this. This is the classic one. I have to bring this up over and over. I will never forget this. Trump is so racist that when I showed you that fucking video of Biden being racist, you was like, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Let me vote for my overlord. Y'all fucking voted for him still. He was with a KKK wizard, Cyclops, or whatever the fucking high-ranking shit, who became a fucking Senate for West Virginia. He and Obama gave speeches in his funeral. You see? What you want me to do? But now y'all went from going into politics, but now y'all got fucking kicked out of politics. And, you know, just post horoscopes, just post like memes and shit. Of course, I feel you, nigga. Round of applause, nigga. And then we created victim mentality memes, like what did we say? My blessings ain't came yet, but it's on delay though. Y'all niggas disgust me, yo. God damn, yo. No wonder white people just see us and laugh. And like how everybody got haters. Who are the haters? Call them out. Stop posting memes about like, yo, when you got haters on you, yo, it's like they trying to block that vision, right? Nigga, no. At the people then. Let's stop this shit right now. But no, it's just like, it's like memes that make you feel good. Like, nigga, no, nigga, it's real life here, nigga. This is real life. They don't stole your dreams. You don't know who did it. I treat the cash the way the government treats AIDS. I won't be satisfied till all my niggas get it. Get it? Yo, that's why Kanye West is the best. And by the way, talking about Kanye West, it's crazy now to get the confirmation, basically, allegedly, that DK Ray J said that his mom made them that Ray J said that Kim Kardashian's mom made them do 2 videos and to see okay, which one was better. And they just went with the first one because it made Kim look a little bit good too. Yo, my nigga, if that ain't the crazy, like, yo, this is the world we live in, yo. And even though, you know, I follow Kanye since the beginning and all that, music is awesome. Outside the music too, when he spoke about, you know, the 12 tribes of Israel and all that shit, I'm like, oh shit, they gonna clip this, you know what I'm saying? And he became a billionaire. All that's what's up. But do I feel like Kanye did some dark shit in his days on the climb up? Yeah. Hopefully not, but maybe yeah. So when he's going through all this problem with Kim Kardashian, that's why you see people on the internet, oh nigga, you didn't know what you was getting yourself into. I can't disagree with them. I can't disagree with them. Hopefully Kim Kardashian's a good mom, but I mean, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So that's why Kanye probably feels like, yo, I don't want my kid to do none of that shit, because he probably knows, like, yo, hold up. You put your own, Kris Jenner, what? Kris Jenner? I forgot. Anyway, Kim Kardashian's mom basically made them, surveilled them, do that shit? I don't know. Like, what the fuck is that? That's how sick is the world we live in Hollywood. In Hollywood. It makes you go back to think of that whole OJ shit. Man, I don't know. But that's the world we live in. With pure lies being told to us, and we just go by. In that case of the Kim Kardashian, who knows? That's just personal shit. But it just makes you think. You're like, yo, you can create context. And if you're paying people to follow it, they won't say nothing. But if you're not paying them no more, that's when you start seeing the people squeal and leak shit out. For the love of money. And with that climate change shit, isn't it crazy that we're responsible now for it? Meanwhile, all these niggas fucking doing mad, non-stop atomic bomb testings. You think that ain't shake up the fucking world? People in other countries also. So now it's our fault now. Now you have people in California fucking using a generator which runs by gas to power up their fucking Tesla. When they was telling us a couple months ago, well, gas shortage, well, buy yourself a Tesla. The war's on us. World War III is the world within. The world within, but too. But the war within. The attack is on us, people. They dividing us for a reason. We falling for their tricks, of course. Not me, but the majority is, obviously, because we would not been this bullshit anyways. We would have been stopped that shit in 2020. We would have been like, alright, we don't fuck with none of these presidents, but we're gonna vote for this motherfucker because y'all clearly want chaos. And the sad thing is that y'all get it and y'all don't want to admit to it. Admit it. Put a post up. Put a story up. You know, like we all did in 2020. Oh, y'all Trump supporters mad because y'all lost. Nigga, who lost now? Y'all lost. Nigga, I won. Cause I can go to the grave with this. I'm like, yo, I did my due diligence for my society at least. That burden is off me. Imagine voting for Biden. I seen people see my story of Biden being a racist and see those same people post on their story the I voted ticket. Not the ticket, the sticker. And we all know who they voted for. Let's keep it real. It was so disgusting that in those times they were saying vote out, vote hate out. So like, oh, well, hold up. What do you mean vote hate out? Like, you trying to say to the person there, you see, that's how they use it. They basically was telling you who to vote for. And peer pressuring you too. That's why I'm smoking on y'all pack from 2020 on. I'm smoking on the Queen's pack. I'm smoking on the 9/11 investigation pack. Not 9/11, not the people who was in the middle, the casualties. But I'm smoking on all that shit, nigga. I'm drinking all that. I'm drinking on this Heineken right here. Y'all becoming bootlickers instead of people who are revolution. That's why we ain't ready for no fucking revolution. Last time we had an attempt on a revolution was with the George Floyd shit. Nigga, we were fucking twerking in front of cops. We ain't ready for shit. We have people over here defending pedophile commercials of Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish. All the celebrities that was praising Tiffany Haddish, where they at now? We need a fake speech from y'all. You know, highlight the positive things that they've done in their communities to kind of back away from a possible pedophilia ring tied commercial. Because if you would have told me this is for awareness, okay, make it a huge fucking movie. Because obviously it's not like there's never been a person portraying a pedophile in a movie. But nigga, not no fucking cheap shit like this. If there's a tryout and that's the tryout that we're doing some pedophilia type shit, I'm like, nah, hold up. But guess what? Guess what comes with that hold up? Oh, you're problematic to work with. That's the term. That term spreads out and nobody wants to work with you. See how that works? So what's the solution? Because I hate when people say, so what's the solution? Like, nigga, no, nigga. Let's speak about this shit a little bit more. But obviously, everybody wants a solution. But hey, I got one. It all starts with the culture. Oh, that's not the solution you wanted, right? But that's what it is. That's what it is. Not having these fucking little harlots think that they just want a nigga with money and not work with a nigga to make the money. Because if you just want, listen, I'm single, right? Allegedly. Bitch, you want me with the money, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be on my world conquering shit, bitch. You gonna get a free ride to this? Hell no. Just as you came, somebody else can come in. And guess what? You may not like it, but what if not what if? I'll have a kid with another wife. Bunch of wives, nigga, like I'm a king. I'm a king. I make the money. You hop on this train. I bet. Multiple women with my kids, nigga, Nick Cannon style. You want to get married? Are you a virgin, bitch? Don't wear all white. Remember that how was the thing? You don't wear all white. Wear all black then. I ain't met you as a virgin. Those are the days of the past. But listen, even that is in the Bible. Trust me. All that shit is going on because we give them that liberty. Once men come together and be like, which is happening already. Once they be like, bitch, you're gonna be single for the rest of your life. Start buying cats, start buying dildos, and get a whole box of wine every month, because that's all you're gonna be doing. And sticking your fucking phone up your pussy every day, and with the stories and all that shit. That sounds harsh, but that's what it is. This is why I can't get sponsored. Cause listen, even if what I said right now is harsh or whatever, but the truth is, when you dig deep enough, that truth is right in there. It might be a diamond inside a pile of shit, but it's in there. And that diamond is worth that one dog shit that you gotta probably put your finger through and just get that diamond out. Whoop. Cause it's in there. I'm still upset at the conservatives though. My bad. Let me get back to that. I'm still upset. And every time they get a chance, like this is why one of the reasons why I had to check Republicans. They all want us to join and wake up from the plantation of the Democrats. But damn, once that one thing comes up that the people who they praise like cops, once they make a mistake, nigga, if you know, all these white people know that even if that person was on drugs or whatever for the George Floyd, if it was a white kid and that black man had that big black knee on them, ooh-wee, nigga. Ooh, these white people would have been, because there's the thing, white people, they automatically go, whoa, let's wait for the facts to come out. But when it's one of theirs, they go ham. That's why I know that they couldn't handle slavery. They would have still been people killing us by the thousands if they would have had guns and all that shit, and they would have knew that that's what it was, that we used them for all that shit. But that's what it is. And we don't do that to them. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing that nobody wants to speak about also. Like that whole CRT shit. I was like, yeah, but hold up. At first I was like, yo, but we're going to deny history. But then I was like, oh, okay, hold up. Because this is a good point. Why would they want to go first start with there? What happened before slavery? And one of the inconvenient truths will be that these schools will never speak about that. Because if you do a little bit longer history, allegedly, not allegedly, I just like saying allegedly. I'm gonna just say right now, allegedly everything, so I can just get covered. But what happens to when black ruled the Europe? And there is stories about black people doing atrocities to whites using their leather, like in the slavery days. So, was our people doing that shit to them? Yes. They were the Slavs. So they seeked religion, lived within communities to protect themselves, not all, but some. And when they got here, did the same thing that we did to them, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So we did it first. But if that was back in the past, that was back in the past. The reason why they look fucking crazy is because after that whole slavery shit ended, they created strategies. And that's the fucked up part. You know, strategies by hating. Say, we want to help you. Come on, join us and do this. Boom, there's a trap. Boom, there's a trap. Boom, there's a trap. That's why our racism is different. Our racism is probably be like, fuck out of here. But it's not on some shit like, yo, we're going to infiltrate them. We're going to infiltrate their children and their gender. It's not like that. That's real racism. That's real devil shit right there. And that's not all white people, obviously. Yada, yada, yada. I hate that shit. Well, not all white people. Yeah, not all white people. But goddamn, niggas, the majority of them. What the fuck? It's like that one girl. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Give it 3 months, nigga. You just don't like me anymore. I'm lonely. And they'll do whatever the hell they want. But yeah, man. Let me wrap this one up. Stop bootlicking. If the queen didn't do none of those heinous and didn't know that her own son was a pedophile, never heard those news, but hey, the queen, rest in peace. But if she knew, because I'm gonna just preface it like that, I'm not gonna come with the, well, let's start with positivity. No, fuck out of here. Now, if she knew about all that shit and protected and was with Jimmy Savile, oh, I posted that one. Y'all must have forgot, nigga. Call me Roy Jones. Jimmy Savile. If you don't know, look up the fucking Netflix. It's there, my nigga. These people don't want to do the research. So if she knew about that shit, then all of that, then fuck that bitch. And fuck that whole fucking bloodline, nigga. Oh, FBI. FBI, nigga. Then fuck all of that, nigga. And this is why I love America. Because you could tell, like, if you were in Europe or some shit, you probably get like, oh, we're going to knock on your, the real FBI going to come in. That's going to happen here, too. If we keep fucking laying down when these fucking people come with a new fucking strategy to divide us and conquer us again within our own country. Can you believe that shit? It's treason all the way. That's why when Trump talks about that treason shit, that's why I was like, wait a minute, this nigga's going against these people. That John McCain shit. The way y'all went ham on John McCain and y'all don't do the same thing for the Queen, that shows that these fucking white Republicans here, they're the devils, nigga. But we gotta separate them, treat them like little bitches that they are, and separate them and create our own shit within the same party, nigga. We just killed off that culture. The same way they kind of killed our culture, we killed their culture in that Republican Party, nigga. Why you think they don't want us to be raising good kids? Because we raise good enough kids, nigga. Woo! That political scene gonna look way different. Backed by us, for us, by us, nigga. The FUBU politicians, nigga. That should be the name of the new party, nigga. The new Republican Party, the FUBU Party, nigga. For us, by us, nigga. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there because I'm gonna try to copyright that shit. Imagine. Pirate Radio episode 68. The best podcast in New York City, nigga. Peace.